Here is your clean, polished, voice-ready US English script, exactly 440 words, built for strong audience retention, with no numbers, no scenes, no introduction, and correct grammar. The New Orleans men's basketball program has been through a storm few could imagine. A first-year head coach found himself trying to steady a team trapped in an inexplicable losing skid, only to discover that 3 players were shaving points while he was quietly carrying a painful personal struggle. Through it all, Stacy Hollowell kept going, showing a level of composure that masked how much he was breaking inside. When New Orleans stunned TCU on the road, Hollowell stayed stoic through the handshake line. His team had pulled off a massive upset, but he refused to let emotions spill out. Only when he stepped into the visiting locker room did everything finally crack. His players dumped the Gatorade early, one slipped on the floor, and only a splash hit the front of his blue quarter zip. That was enough. The cold shock opened the door to everything he had been holding back. He threw his fist in the air and roared with his team as they lifted him off the ground. It was relief, release, and redemption rolled into one moment. His journey started decades earlier, when a young boy dribbling a basketball in Louisiana caught the attention of Tim Floyd, who would become a lifelong mentor. Floyd pulled over, told the kid he was coming to his camp, and from that moment Hollowell's life in basketball truly began. He played the game, learned the game, and eventually coached it across the world, from China to the Middle East. But his heart kept leading him home, even when it meant taking a low-paying NCAA assistant job, supporting his family through food stamps while chasing a dream. That persistence paid off when he won a national title at Loyola and continued to climb. But nothing prepared him for what he walked into when he returned to New Orleans. A roster gutted by scandal. Players secretly sabotaging games. Federal investigators involved. A season turned into chaos. Hollowell watched losses pile up, unsure why his team seemed impossible to fix. Only when the truth came out did the confusion make sense. The damage was deep, and the season collapsed under it. Through it all, he protected his players, shielded his family, and tried to keep a broken program standing. By the end, the only thing left was resolve. Now he's rebuilding with a fresh roster and a new beginning, determined to rise from the wreckage and restore the pride that New Orleans basketball once carried.